The previous video was supposed to be a nice relaxing gardening vlog where I plant some autumn vegetables, but unfortunately I made two discoveries. The first is that it was completely overtaken by fire ants, and the second is that I have an extremely allergic reaction to fire ants. And so I lost the first battle and was unable to reclaim my vegetable garden. But today is attempt number 2. It's the next morning. I feel horrible. I just slept for like 18 hours. I feel so sick and I'm just in so much physical pain, but I don't see any ants. Well, so let's say that drowning them out did work. What's gonna stop them from just coming back? This area was really bad. I mean, maybe the drowning is working. Let's check this one over here. So every time I get stung, it's like a worse reaction. So I think if I were to get stung that many times again, I'd definitely be hospitalized. You know what, I'll just do it now. I'm just gonna keep hosing them. And basically just gonna fill the whole thing with water. And I'm watching my feet. And I filled this with water so I can just dump it. The part I'm confused about is I didn't see any. Ew, look at this ant bite. So like when I flush out anthills around the property, all their dead bodies float to the top. But it's not happening here. So I feel like they're just retreating underground. Which means, like, are they just gonna come back? Someone on the members only Discord server said I should use a flamethrower. I assume as a joke, but then I was like, I could get a propane torch and just start cooking them all alive. I googled if it's a good idea. Everything says no, but I still might do it. Here's a few ants. If only they were friendly, they could just live here and I could grow my plants and we could just be roommates. But no, I'm gonna commit war crimes against these ants. I realize this can keep me off the ground. If any of them climb onto the wheel, they're just gonna get squished. Still filling up. And now I'm going to Target so I can go get some topical Benadryl because the pill version sent me to space. Okay, I've been flooding this. I've probably flooded it with like 1,000 gallons. Not really working. I figured I would just start on this one bed, which I was certain had no ants. It's also filled with ants, just not as many. So 4 out of 4 of my beds are unusable. And it's honestly put me in a terrible mood. This is the one thing I was going to do that I actually enjoy day to day. And looks like it's not happening. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm trying though. So it's a few days later. I've been aggressively researching how to get rid of these ants. It's the imported red fire ant. It's like just an insane invasive species from South America. Apparently just in the United States, over $5 billion is spent just dealing with these ants in particular, which makes me have a feeling that I'm not exactly going to win myself in my own little backyard. I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna move the entire garden. And I'm just gonna pre-treat the area, and I'm just gonna move it, I think, on the other side of the house. So there's a lot of sun all the way down there on the property, but I don't really feel like having to go down there every time. So I might just put it right here at the back of the house, which yes, you can see there's a lot of shade from the home, but it's like 9 a.m. So it should get at least 6+ hours of sun. There used to be a pool here from the previous owner, so I spent a lot of time trying to get this grass to regrow and everything, which I mean it did, but like who cares, I can do it again. But maybe the fact that the ground is so compact might make it harder for the ants? I don't know, I think I just made that up and it's wishful thinking. I've spent hours researching these little devils in my yard. I am going to move the garden beds, but first I'm gonna treat the entire property. There's so many different products. There's different chemicals, brand name products, but it looks like that this might be my best bet. It has this chemical in it. $43. Wait, how much does this cover? Oh, it only covers 10,000 square feet. I need to cover 50,000 square feet. This chemical is a little more poisonous. It's not safe for vegetable gardens. I think what I'm gonna do is not actually treat the area I'm moving the vegetables to. So there's no ants in the spot that I'm gonna move the garden to. Also, my primary doctor, like physician, just retired, but I'm gonna get a new one and get like an EpiPen or something. Because my allergy is so bad. It's been 3 days. I'm in so much pain. It's so bad. I feel sick. My feet have been swollen for 3 days. And I'm gonna see if there's anything else they can do for my allergy. Okay, well, I've got an appointment for a doctor. I also have the dentist appointment today, so I'm just gonna go doctor to dentist and then go kill some ants. This is where I'm gonna put the garden. I'm just gonna test and see if there's any ants. Yeah, I don't see any. I think they're mostly on the other side of the house. See, like, let's go do what I'm doing here on the other side. So I don't want to have to move the garden a second time. Man, I barely touched it. Look at that, there's ants. It looks the same, like the grass looks the same. Yep, there's ants. All of this. Everything you see is fire ants. Let's try the back over here. Yeah, there's ants here too. Interesting. This is the less poisonous part that I'll put where the garden beds are gonna go. And use this stuff, which is more poisonous, on the crazy side of the property. Poison acquired. Now I go to my doctor's appointment so that I don't die the next time I get stung. Or I'll hopefully get an EpiPen or something. And I'm out. I'm not sure if that was a waste of time or not. I thought she'd be like, oh yeah, you can like take something, or I don't know, some allergy shots. So the doctor's advice, she basically just said stop getting bit. Her advice was just don't get stung. Also, don't fire ants sting. We were arguing. She said that they bite. I said that they bite and then sting. She doesn't think that they sting. Either way, whatever the ants are doing to me, she just said don't let them. I was like, how do I do that? She's like, wear long sleeves. I was like, I do. She's like, avoid where there's ants. I was like, there's ants everywhere. She's like, get rid of the ants. I was like, I am, but I'm gonna get stung more to get rid of them. And she's like, okay. Maybe just don't garden. Her advice was just to stop. Just don't garden or you might die. Because she said my next reaction's gonna be worse. I asked if microdosing venom works. She said no. She said I can't microdose ant venom. Everything went wrong. Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more help, like an allergy shot, or I don't know anything about allergies. She's the doctor, that's why I went. I'm so glad I spent money on this appointment. I'm gonna microdose that flippin' ant venom. I might be able to just pull all this up like in one piece and then hammer it back in the other spot. I'll just move on to the pavement for now until I treat everything. Pulling up all these gives me a great idea of just how many ants there are on everything. Why? Yeah, I never would have won this battle in this area.
Entre las sombras, desvaneciendo, siempre un despedir, veces más lento, demasiado rápido para mí, siempre tan fuerte, mi necesidad.
Oh, God. God. How did they get on me? Come on, I have to go on like high alert now. Like literally I will be hospitalized if I get stung like 10 more times. I was trying to shoot. I really want to show you. I'm just going to step here really quickly. Okay, that's all I can show you. So these are the types of ants that when they sense that the water level is increasing, they start holding on to each other to create a raft of ants. I don't know, these are some wild ants. Like if these ants were human size, humans would have been extinct like years ago. Very sad old garden, which never even got anything planted in it.
El dolor me fue tan fuerte de ti, no quería soltarte, no podía dejarte ir, el miedo a perderte no me dejaba respirar, no podía aguantar que ya no